My name is Greg Block. I'm president of Sustainable Northwest. I've been with the organization now 5 years, almost to this day. So I've been with Sustainable Northwest for 5 years. I've really drawn to the mission, which is this intersection of community, ecology, and economy, which I think I'd always seen that at a macro level, working on issues related to North America on ecology and commerce. But on a regional level, it's much more, pace of change is faster. You can go get to know the partners, projects. So really just trying to solve local natural resource issues in a way that works for the people and communities that live there and the environment is an exciting space to work in. For a long time, wood has been seen as just a commodity that you can trade in and out with no sense of storage. So I think one of the distinguishing attributes of Sustainable Northwest that's in our DNA is collaboration. Meaningful collaboration, particularly over divisive issues like forestry practices, is the only way to reach enduring, lasting solutions. The Pacific Northwest was absolutely paralyzed in litigation from both sides as we went through real changing attitudes about how our public forests were managed and used. This resulted in not only political polarization, but it affected a lot of people's lives directly. Now that we have examples where in national forest lands, on some private lands, areas where there's been a lot of interaction between ecological groups and timber products companies, tribal nations and others, where you're seeing a real strong agreement about how we're going to manage these forests and how these products are, how important they are. Sustainable Northwest has a pretty expansive vision of forestry in the Pacific Northwest. Public lands obviously are a really important component of our forests in the Pacific Northwest. They're maybe managed obviously differently than private forests, but as you know, ecology doesn't respect those boundaries. So we see a synergy between private forests, public forests, tribal forests, how they're managed, both to produce ecological services and values, that's our drinking water, our fish and wildlife habitat, and strong economic values. Our wood products market, our emerging mass timber market, and real value opportunities. And this is great because these are homegrown. When you talk about strengthening our economy, let's start with what we have here as a resource base in the Pacific Northwest and make sure we're extracting the most amount of value that we can in a way that's actually good for the health of those communities and the resources they depend on.